welcome back to my channel. And I thought I'd come back. I'm bored. I haven't got nothing else to do, so I thought I'd come back and do another live stream because I can't seem to keep away from doing them. You know, I said I was cutting back on my live streams, but oh well, I'm back again for a second round today. I thought I'd come back on and do a catch-up stream, kind of try and catch everybody and see who's on. And yeah, I'm hoping that I may be doing an interview with a channel later. I'm waiting for the channel to get back to me. So maybe I may be doing an interview with somebody later today, but I'm just waiting for him to clarify it and confirm it right now. So at the moment, I can't really say anything else about it, but I may be doing an interview pretty shortly with a channel. I'm just waiting for him to give me a call to confirm it. Hey, Golden Retro, good to see you. Hey. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the certain channel to get back to me. I'm hoping he'll reach out to me in the next little while to see me. I'm also going to actually send the link to the said channel, so then they can hopefully see that I'm on right now. And where is he? There. Live if you jump. There we go. So I sent him the link there. Yeah, so I thought I'd come online and just do another stream because I felt like it and I was bored and I haven't really got anything else to do. Plus I'm hot and bothered, plus I've got my hair back because it's hot. And what a perfect way to spend my evening. I might sort of live stream and be with some friends. So yeah, I thought I'd come on and see everybody. I know I did a 2.5 hour stream not that long ago, but I thought I'd come on and see everybody again. It's good to see you, Retro. I appreciate you. You're more than welcome, Jim. It's a pleasure to be here again. Good to be on YouTube after a while away. Yeah, it's good to see you back, Tony. I know you did have quite a while away. I didn't see you for quite a long time at one point, and then now I've seen you quite a lot in the community. So, yeah. Hello, this is Click Daily UK live, over 150k people watching you now. Once you read this. Okay. Hey, Bone Dancer. Good to see you, buddy. I appreciate you. This is nuts. Like, wow. Yeah, I don't know if that Click Daily is a troll. Hello, Miss Korean. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Louie. Good to see you. Oh yeah. You have password or release your name. Click Daily. I don't know if you're a troll or not, but I'd rather not have my name posted everywhere. Click Daily. I don't really know who you are, so do not post my name everywhere, please. I do not want it. I don't really need it right now, so I would appreciate if you didn't post my name everywhere. And plus, I don't really want people getting annoyed at me. So, yeah. Yeah, Click Daily. I don't really want you releasing my name everywhere, so please don't. I'm not going to ask again. Please don't release my name everywhere. I don't really want you to. So yeah, just leave my stream if you're going to do that. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Louis. It's good to see you, but I just thought I'd come back on and stream because I was bored, and you know I've got nothing else to do today, so you know I thought I'd do a marathon stream and just come back and be like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. I'm bored. I've got nothing else to do all day, so I might as well come on. Hello, Click Day UK promoted you though on YouTube. Okay. Hey, BMTV UK. Hey, Bo Dancer. Hey, Eric. Good to see you again. Wow. Okay. I don't know if some of these are troll channels or not, or if they're genuine channels, but welcome. Ability Mama 2 logs, he's a troll. Okay, Ability Mama 2. Well, in that case, hey, Freeman James, if you're Click Daily, if you're a troll, I would rather you leave my stream. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of this troll. Hold on. Where are you? Right, if one of my mods can get rid of him out of the chat. I know that I hopefully should have a mod in here. Okay, ability, 1 or 2 vlogs. Oh god. Oh, this isn't good. Always do like Jones as I do my friend. Ability 1 or 2 vlogs. If he is a troll, then I'd rather someone get rid of him because I don't really need a troll in my chat right now. And I've already had enough trolls to last me a lifetime. In the last few weeks, I've had some really take the mick out of me. And hey, Uncle Sam, how you doing? Good to see you. Miss me. Hey, Christopher Fam, good to see you. Hey, Snobby. Hey, good to see you guys. Hey, Sharpshooter, Citizens ETV. Hun, I would, but I don't know how to do it in StreamYard, Hun. Hold on, let me. No, that's that. I can't do it in StreamYard, Hun. Yeah, Sharpshooter, you're a moderator. There's someone in the chat that needs to be got rid of. Sharpshooter, if you could remove someone, Sharpshooter, I will put it in the private chat. Where is he? Hello, Snobby. Did you click this if you're trolling on his channel with Heather trolling YouTubers? Okay, Sharpshooter or Uncle Sam? Yes, the troll is the Daily. What's his name? Hold on, let me get myself. Where is he? Click Daily UK is a troll. Click Daily. What's his last name? Daily UK. Click Daily UK is a troll. Mods, please remove. There we go. Mods, I've just put in a message in the chat. If you can remove Click Daily, please. Yeah, mods, get rid of that troll, please, out of my chat. I don't want him in here, and I don't want him trolling me. I know he's apparently trolling me on his own channel. That's nice. Grow up, you piece of shit. Yeah, I'm going to be reporting you Click Daily, so just to let you know, you're getting reported, asshole. Good job on trolling me, not. Bye-bye, troll. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day, Amputee One. Hey, Bone Dancer, good to see you. Yeah, if you can get rid of that troll, please, guys. Click Daily UK is a troll, and apparently he's now trolling me on his channel. So, congratulations, asshole. You're getting yourself removed and blocked off my channel. So, thank you, Golden Retro. Sharpshooter, if you can remove the troll off my channel, please. If you can remove Click Daily UK off my stream. Yeah. Hi, Haunted Trucking. Good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by. I didn't realize you were in my last stream, Haunted Trucking. I'm sorry. Haunted Trucking, hey. Good to see you. Yeah, I appreciate you. Haunted Trucking, good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm not going to put up with trolls on my stream. Hell no. Absolute hell no, no way. Yeah. If I was to do it, I would have done it instantly, though. Thank you, Ability Mama 2 Vlogs. Good to see you too. It's always good to see you, Mama 2 Vlogs. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's really hot here, so I'm getting rather hot, but I thought I'd come online and stream again because I'm bored. I've got nothing else to do, so I just like, you know what, I'll stream again tonight for a little bit and see who I get on. You're more than welcome to also put you've got your back as well. I know, Tony. I know. Awesome, Tony. No worries. I know, trolls. You're a piece of shit. Trolls. You really need to get a life. Seriously, you really need to get a life, you piece of shit troll. You're so an idiot. What the hell? Oh my god. Really? And I'm going to send this link to someone else quickly in my chat, in my Hangouts as well. I'm getting trolled. Need help. Troll is in my chat. Yeah. Hey, Bloodx. Yellow, the Cannabis Show. Good to see you, Judy Ron. Hey, much love, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, Sharpshooter. I appreciate that. Yeah, Gemma, I timed it out and reported it. Thank you, Yellow. Daily, where's his channel name gone? Hold on. Where's he gone? Up here. Click Daily UK Cannabis Show. Okay, is a troll at that Cannabis Show. Yeah, so thank you, Uncle Sam. And yellow, that Cannabis Show, John, Timmy, B Cloud. Much love to you and the community. I love you. And yeah, BloodX, rock on, dude. Love you dearly, my brother. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm currently getting trolled right now by an asshole in my chat. So yeah, I'm kind of trying not to react to it, but yeah, troll, you can go and jog on, you asshole. If you really think you're going to troll me on your own channel, you pathetic piece of shit. Just to put it out there briefly, you're an idiot. And yeah, really, troll, you really think you're going to freaking put me on your channel, really? Guess what? You get banned and reported. So good job, asshole. Bye, asshole. Yeah. So that's just putting it out there. I know I'm doing good a bit at Mum 2 vlogs. I'm doing good. I'm calm. Yeah. I'm doing good right now. Hold on a second. Let me just check that. Yeah. Judy Ron, it's so good to see you, Judy Ron. I absolutely adore your channel. Awesome Cannabis Show. Yeah. Hashtag Tom Cruise is a weirdo. And my phone is decided to pack up on me on my laptop. Great. Woohoo. You tell them, Gemma, you have muscle, sweet. We love you. I know. Yeah, who else is here? I meant hell yeah at the sharpshooter. Mod God. Yeah. And look, I want to show you my new sensory bracelet. Look at this. Look at the colour. Look at that. Like that. So yeah. Thank you, Sharpshooter, for dropping my links. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm back. Hashtag Tom Cruise is a weirdo, Eric Garcia. Absolutely. He can go. No, if he wasn't here, he could go bye-byes. Yeah, this is a sensory bracelet. It helps me with my anxiety and with my sensory issues, and it's basically something I fiddle with. It's called a triangle bracelet, so I can just flip it and I can squeeze it and stuff. So hey, Hazel, welcome back. Good to see you. that Cannabis show, if you want to come on the panel for a bit, you're more than welcome to come up if you want to talk about your channel, John. Or B Cloud or Timmy, if you want to come up and talk about your channel and get some education out there about cannabis. I don't mind if you come up and give a few minutes and talk about your channel. It'd be really, really cool if you want to come up. We could talk about what you do and why you're doing what you do and that kind of shit. Go all 10 channels I feature on my channel and ring the bell. You'll meet dozens of new loyal supporters. Yes, that's true, Flat Earth Forums. I've met a lot of good people off your channel, Flat Earth Forums. A lot of people who really want to see me do well and stuff like that. So I have met a lot of people. Give me a sec. My studios is in a shambles. Okay, John, no worries, no rush, darling, no rush. It's all good. That's all good. I'll wait for you. That's cool. No worries. Yay! I'm excited. I get to have that cannabis show on. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Hell yeah! Hello, Russell Corley. How are you? Good to see you. Yellow to everybody in my chat right now. I'm so happy right now that I'm back online. I've got 21 in my chat. Ben, hey, Cabby, how you doing, my good sir? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, it's good to see you, Cab. Always welcome, Cabby. Yes, I'm good, Russell. I had a bit of an issue just now with a troll. He tried basically saying that I had to do what he said or whatever, and that's not going to really happen. Let me just unplug my phone because it's interfering with my stream. It keeps making noises. So, hey, Stacey Morgan. Hello. Good to see you. I'm going to put my bracelet on because then I can keep the hell calm instead of thinking that I'm in a panicked mess. So I'm just going to put my bracelet on. There we go. That's what it looks like on my actual wrist right now. So you can actually see what that actually looks like when I put it on. So okay, Russell. Thank you, Golden Retro, Tony. I know I do. I'm very, very lucky with the people I get in my chats. I really am. Especially Cab7. Like, now I have to put out the link because not only do I have the legend Cab7 in my chat, he has to come up on panel. That's a rite of passage. So, Cab, click the link there, buddy. Cab, the link's up for you if you want to come in the chat on the stream, Ben. I've just put the link in here for you, Ben, if you want to come up. You know you're more than welcome at any time to come up on the panel, Ben. I've just put the link in the chat, or I think I have. Let me just post it again just in case it didn't go in, but I think it did. There you go, it has now. Yeah. If you want to come up, Ben, you know that you're always more than welcome to come up and spend a bit of time with me, and we can have a nice bit of a giggle and chill out if you're feeling up to it. If not, I understand, totally good if you don't want to. It's always awesome to have Ben here. Ben's very, very funny, and I love everything that he does. So, yeah. And here is the man of the hour himself.
Gemma, I got a secret to tell you. Don't tell anyone, okay? I'm not a legend. I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a regular guy, girl.
I know, but I like to call you a legend because you are to me in my book. You are a legend.
Oh, well, I won't argue with what you have to believe, okay? You go ahead and believe what you want, and I respect that. But yeah, I'm just a regular person.
I know we're all regular people.
How are you doing, girl? How are you doing?
I'm good. This is my second stream of the day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling in a good mood. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stream again. I've got nothing to do. So.
Well, you know what I got to say about that? You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah. You go, girl. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. And you got a lot of great people out in your chat, I noticed. That's awesome.
Yeah, so apart from I just had a slight panic just now because some troll was apparently broadcasting me on their channel and telling people to spam me. So
the mods don't worry about that. Hey, Gemma, I've always told you. That's a tiny portion of YouTube. Tiny. You got the greater good. All good, right? That group will kick their ass, all right?
Yeah, I know that. That's why I said, mods, you can do what you do and I can just focus on my guests. And as soon as I saw your name come out, I was like, I have to throw out the link now because Ben's here. So I was like, okay.
Yeah,
So I have,
you'll be okay. You've made it through. You've made it through so much, Gemma. You can make it through anything.
yes, I can. I do. And like you said the other night, it's about mind over matter and seeing the good people who are in your chat who support you. And that's the good message I take away from it, because it's about that confidence and believing in yourself.
That's right. That's right. And
So
guess
that's
what?
why I do.
You got
Yes.
the best pit bull in here. His name is Duty Ron. Okay, he doesn't put up with crap.
No, Duty Ron's amazing. I love Duty Ron. I watch him a lot. He's a really inspirational person, just like you are, Ben. He's a very inspirational person. And hello to Jenny. Good to see you, girl. I appreciate you being back here. It's good to see you as always. And Stacey Morgan. And Tony says, Golden Richard says, Cab 7 is a legend. I agree with Gemma, and I also agree with Ben. So he's just put that in the chat just now. So hello, Adelaide Wolf. Welcome. Good to see you. Guys, if you don't know Cab 7, aka Ben, the I know you just said that he's a normal person, but legend to me, normal person to himself. He is an inspirational, motivational speaker. He does a lot of nature photography, and he also does comedy. Wow.
I do.
If you haven't seen his comedy skits, you really, really should.
When did I start
Really,
doing
really
comedy
good,
skits?
funny.
When did I start doing comedy skits?
Well, comedy. That's another. I guess it's another word. Comedy skits is another way of putting it, as well as saying again. I don't know. Okay. I'm just trying to describe what you're doing. It's kind of that's the only words I could come up with.
I'm like I'm so mundane. It's like watching a house paint dry. Okay, it's not that exciting. It's like, when is this going to dry? Oh man, do I have to stand here and watch this stuff? Yeah. That's the way I
Cav
look at
does
it.
a lot of good things, and he gets people thinking about topics that you wouldn't necessarily think of, and he helps a lot of people. And if you're not subscribed to Ben, I suggest you do so today, please.
I know you've got a lot of people out in the chat, Gemma, that help out a lot of people, and you got a great community over here. You really do. I know a lot of these people.
Yeah,
And look at
a lot of
Lulu
them have
Love
come from
You.
you.
Look what Lulu Love You is doing for you. She's putting up a phone number.
Yes.
Kids help phone. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yes, thank you, Lulu, and welcome, Lulu, as well. Thank you for what you do, not just in my stream, but in Ben's and everyone's that I see you in. You're doing an awesome, awesome job. I thoroughly respect you, and Jenny as well, and Sharpshooter as well. You've remodeled for me once today already.
That's exactly right.
And hello to Happy Homesteader. How are you doing? It's good to see you. And I think I missed another couple of people. I'm trying to catch up. Louis Fuller and Adelaide Wolf, I think. I think that's the other people who I'd missed. Yeah. Captain Jerk. Woohoo! Justin, you're here. Welcome, 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 brother. Good to see you. I appreciate you being here.
Don't think I wasn't lurking yesterday when I saw Captain Jerk up here. I was taking inventory.
I bet you were. We said that you were lurking. I was like,
I'm all over the place, Gemma.
We know Ben's lurking. I know you lurk a lot of streams, Ben. I know. I've learned from you how to lurk. I've learned from the best to lurk. I'm like, I'm watching doesn't mean I'm not there.
That's
just
right.
because I don't type, I'm like, I do it sometimes with your streams. I'll come in, I'll lurk for a bit, and then I hear you say something. I'm like, now I'm going to say something, and then I just go, hi.
As soon as I see you, Gemma, I welcome you, girl.
I know you do, Ben. You're fantastic at that. I always feel welcome in your stream. Like I said, it's a family space. That's the place I want to be at. Every time I see you go live, I'm like, okay, it's Ben time. Switch off everything else. I stop. I switch off, and I just
I'm looking
at Ben.
Iron Fire Horse. Oh my goodness, that's a name I haven't seen in forever.
Hey Irene, welcome back. She was with me earlier today as well. She's been a really fantastic mod for me as well. She's a really great person.
Yeah, I've known Iron Horse for about 53 years now.
Yeah, I've known her for about a year and a half through the 420 community. I met her through Benny and Mother Nature's channel.
Yeah, we grew up as kids together out in the farms of what was the farms of Cassidy, I think it was.
And we've got one of our 420 friends coming to join us. We've got the Cannabis show coming up, Ben.
What's that? Huh? What?
We got the Cannabis Show joining us, Ben.
I'm not familiar with this person.
Ben.
What's that? Huh? What?
We got the Cannabis Show joining us, Ben.
I'm not familiar with.
Hold on. Someone's repeating. Let me put my volume down. We got the Cannabis Show joining us, Ben.
I fixed it.
Okay.
Woo, boy.
No,
I'm not familiar with that Cannabis Show, but it's a pleasure to meet you.
That's one heck
that
of a
Cannabis Show is an amazing channel, guys. If you don't know that Cannabis Show, John also runs alongside Timmy and also runs alongside with B Cloud, which is John's wife. They're a really, really fantastic channel, really welcoming people, and I've learned a lot about the 420 cannabis community and education about it, and it's really helped me to think about how to accept people and learn about how to explain what cannabis is. And I've had a lot of questions, people coming to me going, "Oh, we seen that Cannabis Show channel," and they ask me questions. I'm like, I'm still learning. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of everything. I don't know some of the stuff that they do over there. So I'm still learning. I'm there to have fun. I'm there to learn. That's why I go over there, because I love the channel. I love the people. It's the people that make the channel for me. So I go, that's the same with you, Ben. We both learn and we both meet new people. And with you, it's the motivation, and you inspire me to be a better person all the time.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out who I've known longer, Captain Jerk, which I've known for at least 4 years here on YouTube, or Iron Firehorse. I don't know. I think they're about the same. But these people I've known for a long time.
Hey,
yeah, I've known Iron Firehorse for a while too. I met him in a chat group on Hangouts. I think I met you, Cab, through Prusa Studios. And Gemma?
Who's that?
Oh, maybe I didn't then. I don't know. I've watched you a couple times. I'm not really sure where I've actually met you or actually found you. But yeah.
Is Prusa Studios a channel here on YouTube?
Yes, it is.
What do they do?
A lot. Basically help out a lot of younger channels. Basically, yeah. I don't know if you really mess with me there, Cap.
I want you to know, Prusa Studios, if you're watching right now, you were just shouted out by the Cannabis Show, okay?
yeah. Every time I come in there, he's just amazing to me. To be honest with you, they're great over there. I love all you guys. I love seeing you in the chat, Gemma.
Thank you, John.
You know, you bring a totally different aspect to the show. It makes me change up. A lot of times we do get a little silly and kind of crazy. Obviously.
That's cool.
But it's, you know, a lot of times one of the great things about seeing, you know, you come in the chat is it's a time to shift it to, hey, let's learn something. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that 100%.
Yeah, it's the same with me, because I come into the chat and you guys are having a good time, you're goofing off, and for me it's a way to switch myself off, because I struggle with kind of relaxing. I struggle to go, Gemma, enough, stop, and I have to go.
Yeah.
And with you, with your channel, and with Ben as well, that's my time to switch off, and I can go, okay, Gemma, you've had this to do, and now it's shut off time, be quiet, chill, see my friend, and then I can just let loose and not have to worry about my channel or doing things at home. I'm like, okay, it's time for my friends. They need me. So for me, it's time to switch off and give support to my friends who need it. So it really helps me to actually fully go, nope, switch off. And I can, yeah. So I learn both ways. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, we have a lot of disabled veterans and disabled people that actually come into our channel that have chosen cannabis as their medication. Our show really isn't just all cannabis, as you know. We try to have fun. We try to teach. We try to, you know, hey, morally, what's right and what's wrong here, you know, type of things. Like the human life always comes first, and things like that, you know. But like I said, we like to have a lot of fun, and
yeah,
it's definitely an over 18 channel for anyone out there watching. It's definitely an over 18 channel. You should definitely be over 18, please.
Yes.
Don't let me catch you in there. I'm calling your parents flat out.
Yeah, I remember one of the first times that I came in, one of the channels asked me when I came into your channel, they go, "You are over 18, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm like nearly 30." And I think one chat, who asked me, I was like, "Oh, we're so embarrassed." I was like, "No, that's fine. It's because I look young on my picture." And people are like, "Wow, you really 30?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I get it all the time. I get ID'd all the time. I brought my sister alcohol the other day, and I went to the shop, and they're like, "ID?" I'm like, "Are you kidding? I've bought alcohol from here since I was 15. I'm nearly 31." So it is really embarrassing. So I get ID. They're like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "No, I get it.
Gemma,
It's
I
cool."
want you to know something, Gemma. I was
Yes,
around
man.
before, I was around before they created alcohol. Okay, just letting you know.
Yeah. It's in a way it's a benefit for me because I can go into a shop now and I go, "Oh, wonder if I'm going to get carded today, or if I'm going to get away with buying a drink or something." And every time I go in, the only thing I get ID for now is cigarettes. So I go and buy my sister her cigarettes because she doesn't like going to the shop to buy them. So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go and get them." And they're like, "Oh, ID." I'm like, 2 days ago I was here buying a bottle of wine. Now I'm getting ID for cigarettes. I'm like, what? So it kind of confuses me, but oh well, it is what it is. And I know they have to do it as a over 18 thing to make sure you're not being naughty and stuff, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't mind.
Yeah, but Gemma, you look really, really young.
Thank you.
You really do. Like, I remember when you first came in to the channel, I think Mother Nature was in there, and I'm like texting her in the background. I'm like, is she over 18? Because it was, we first started, we haven't been around for a long time, but
Yeah.
like it really, really threw me off because looking at the pictures and things like that. So whenever you sit there and talk about things like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go get cigarettes for my sister," or go to the liquor store, I'm like, "Oh my God, why are they letting her do that? She's like 15.
I wish that was a long time ago.
Right, me too.
Yeah, I'm only 31. I'm 31 in a month and a half. So yeah, it's kind of a scary thought. I've got like less than 2 months to my birthday, so it's kind of scary. The thing is, I have a younger sister and a younger brother, and they're both taller than me, and they both act older than me. So whenever I'm with them, and they're like, "You're the older one, no way," and I'm like, "Yeah." There's a 4 years difference between me and my sister, and just over 5 years between me and my brother. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm up here, the big sister, and then it's like my younger sister is 28. She's like nearly 6 foot. My brother is 6'2", and he's nearly 20. I'm like, what the hell? So I get it all the time. I get ID'd, and people ask me, they go, "Are you sure you're really your age?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm born 1988, 11th of October." Like, wow, it does make you nearly 31. I'm like, yep. So I get asked it all the time. People often say to me, "Oh, you look like you're 18, 19. I'm like, I wish. I wish that's a long time
Golden
ago.
Retro said that you look like you're 26.
Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I wish that's a long
I
time
had
ago.
the opposite effect than you did, Gemma. When I was 15, I was going to bars and drinking. That ain't no kid.
No, I
People
know.
always thought I look older than what I am.
You're
Yeah,
still
me
young,
too.
Ben. You, both of you are still fairly young. You've both got baby faces on you.
Oh, don't give me that. That's not the truth, Gemma.
Yes, I do. You
Do
both
you?
have baby
But
faces. Just because
babies
you may be
don't
older than
have
me doesn't
gray
matter.
hair. Babies don't have gray hair.
That just means that you're mature, Ben. That's all. Grey hair is only a maturity.
A mature baby. Okay.
Yes.
You're one of those older
Having grey hair
babies.
is
You got Benjamin
mature.
Buttons.
And that cannabis show, John, is just like I say. Wow, there's so many words I could use for him. He's just a really humble, amazing person. Has welcomed me into the community over there. Makes me feel appreciated. Makes me feel safe. Understands me for my social awkwardness sometimes, and sometimes I kind of will say hello to people, and then I don't realize I've already said hello to that person, and I'm like, "Oh, Gemma, you've just done a boo-boo. Like, you said hello to the same person like 4 or 5 times." I'm like, "Oops." So I have to go back down the chat and go, "Oh, if I've missed anyone, sorry, hi." And I have to go back through the chat and comment again. just so I don't miss anybody in the chat. I do it with Ben as well. Sometimes I'll say hello to people and they're like, Gemma, what about me? Gemma. I'm like, ah.
Can I tell you some facts here, Gemma? The older you get, the more you're going to find yourself doing that, okay? That's just a fact of life.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm used to it already. I'm kind of starting to forget names, and I say the wrong name. I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean that. So I have to kind of, do that. And hey, Boomer, welcome back, brother. How you doing? Good to see you, Boomer. And Freeman James as well, and Eric. Good to see you, guys. If you don't know these two amazing people on my panel right here, the wonderful Ben, Cab7, and the wonderful Cannabis Show, John, on my panel with me, you really need to get to know these guys. They are amazing human beings. They accept you for who you are with no judgment, with no critiquing. They make you feel part of the family. Ben's been with me all the way, so is the Cannabis Show. They've been absolute amazing supporters to me. They're my family. But this is the thing. People say supporters. Yes, I get that. But in a way, to me, you're not just supporters. We're family. We're people who visit each other all the time. We're people who defend each other. If something's said against one of us, we all go, we defend that person. So it's not that we're just supporters. We're family. We go out our way to make sure that our family are okay. If that means going to defend them or going to a channel that we hear is being negative, and we're like, look, stop doing this. Don't be horrible about someone. And then we try and resolve it. So it's not that we're just a supporter number. We're actual family.
Yeah.
So that's what I push a lot of the time. I'm like, look, we're not just supporters. We're not just some number sitting on your list supporting you. We are actually active. We go out our way to make friends with you. And like, I go out my way to defend Cab. In the past, I've gone and defended him and people have been horrible about him. I'm like, no, stop, don't. And I'm like, it frustrates me. I'm like, I get really annoyed. I'm just like, stop it. It's not needed on here.
You went over and you kicked their ass, Jim. I remember that. The war's over.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I went over there. I was like, look, stop. Cab's getting hurt. He doesn't deserve any of this. He's a good guy. He's done nothing but help me out. I was fighting tooth and nail, backwards and forwards. I was like, just stop. You've got nothing nice to say. Just stop it.
Yeah.
And I risked my channel. Yes, I did. But it's worth it because it was Ben. And I'll do the same for anyone else in that position. If someone's getting picked on, then Gemma comes out and not the nice version. Sometimes the nasty Gemma will come out.
We've done the same for you too, remember?
Yes, you have, Ben, is what I was just about to say. Ben has done the same for me on many channels who have tried to attack me and slate me and make me feel crappy. And that's what family does. We're not just supporters. We're more than that. We're connected via other people. And that's what makes it all special on here, because YouTube should be that fun place. It should be a place of being able to have fun and laugh and joke. Because that's what I came onto YouTube for, to find friends, because I don't have much over here, because a lot of people don't get me, whereas you guys accept me.
Oh, yeah.
So I prefer to be online than talk to people over here who I've known for most of my life.
You know, just the year that I've been doing that Cannabis Show with the cannabis community, I mean, I've rebuilt 3 times. You know, one of the things that, you know, you start to notice, like on a path, you know, from what I've noticed in my first year, is that you'll start heading down this path, you know, and you have certain people around you that you think are there to, you know, help you and grow with you and other things, you know what I mean? And it can turn out to be a negative aspect in your life. And, you know, one of the things that I've always, you've watched the show where I just, if someone's like that, they're gone. They don't exist to me anymore. And I think that's important. But like I said, when it comes to my channel, you know, it really has to be funny and positive. You know, there's a huge, difference where people will try to come into the chat and start telling jokes and they're being super negative, and, sometimes you just have to shut them down. And that's not a reflect on them. That could just be a reflect on their day too. And that's something I always try to remember as I'm going through. But trolls, I invite them. And I mean, my tongue is sharper than any razor they've ever made. So when I hit timeout and I berate them for a little bit and that stings and they can't comment back, well, hi.
Yeah. The thing is with me, I I guess it's because of part of my autism that I get really affected about the troll situation, because I kind of hit my self-destruct button. I'm like, trolls, don't know what to do, and I get really panicky. And like trolls, like today, the one I had just now when I first started my stream, he came in and at first he was acting all right, and then he's like, oh, by the way, I'm broadcasting you on my channel. And then when my mods went over there and she's like, it's a hate channel. I'm like, uh-oh. And then they had to stop, because I'm like, I don't want people hating me. I'm not a hate channel. I'm a positivity channel, and I don't want my message being screwed out the wrong way. I don't want people going, oh, she's here to hate people. No, not at all. I'm very much an open person. I like to help people regardless of labels, and I kind of take a message from Ben's, but I don't judge people. I like to get to know them based on the person. And that's what I do hangouts for. I do Twitter because I want to get to know the person, not just sit here and come across like I'm preaching at somebody. I like to spend the time and get to know that person. I do it with Ben and a few other people. And it's made wonders for me. It's really increased my confidence and helped me to do the live stream. And I wouldn't have ever live streamed if it wasn't for me being encouraged by people here on YouTube to go, try it. And I remember going, no way. Not doing it. Nope. Don't want to. Nope. And people are like, you'll do it. And I haven't looked back.
Well, you got great people like Sharpshooter and Golden Reptro, and boom, those guys come in. They're just gonna take them right out. And Lulu, love you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Veterans hotline number right there. Absolutely, man. If you guys need it, use it. Even if you're not a veteran, they will still take your crisis and help you out. Just saying.
Yeah. And I want to talk about veterans as well, because I know both of you have the veterans passion, because both of you have been veterans, and I've heard John's story on his channel, and Ben talks about his service on his channel, and wow, it completely blows me away every time I hear both of you talking about it. I'm just sitting here so humble and recognizing that you guys have worked so hard. You've put your lives on the line for other people, and that's a mission to me in itself. For someone to put their life so much on the line and risk their own life for someone else, that's wow. To me, that's heartwarming. That really inspires me. I'm like, damn, these guys have been through so much traumatic stress. They've seen people go through hard situations and situations which I can never comprehend. And hearing both your stories, I'm just like, wow, like it's just totally.
Can I explain something to you, Gemma?
Yeah.
About my service time is 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I ever had to worry about is if someone didn't like my cooking. I was a cook here stateside. Okay. And they knew that I was armed with a spatula, so don't dare come at me with some complaints.
Military rule number 1: never mess with the cook.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you that right now, because you won't leave the bathroom for a few days if you do that. Just saying.
But no, that was my job as a cook and an artist, because doing murals out at the missile sites, it brought up morale of the troops, right? So, and they hired me to do that. So I didn't like the cook, and I hated cooking with a passion. I still do to this day. But it was the art that kind of leveled things out for me while I was serving. So I didn't serve, just to let people out there know, I didn't serve in any theater, any war theater. Okay, I nothing like that. But I still did my part in the military. I just want people to know that.
No, I understand, and I have been in multiple theaters, and I don't, for me personally, there's absolutely no difference than someone, because everyone signed their name on that line. Like, anyone that did that signed their name on it. Any second, they're going to be like, yeah, pack your bag, you're out. So, like, I understand where you're coming from, but you still deserve a whole hell of a lot more credit than the people that took advantage of the systems and just expected to have those freedoms. I'm not saying that's your average everyday person. I'm saying that there's a lot of them out there. And your choice was extremely selfless. At the time, I'm guessing it was, oh, damn, I need a job. But because that's what it was for me. So I think at that age, we're all put into that age in that situation. It just depends on really who gets that phone call.
Well,
when it comes down to paper or not.
This is the way I look at it today, though. I'm 55 now, okay? At that time, I was 23 when I signed up. So at the age of 55, if my government came to me and said, Ben, we need you to get out and serve some food, I'd be on that like flies on a rib roast. No doubt about it. I'd still love to serve my country.
Right. Yeah. I love hanging out. That's one good thing that we do have in the cannabis community is very strong veterans, which, is really big for me because being a veteran and, being in this, going forward into cannabis, it's scary. You're putting everything out there. It's like I'm showing my face, these strains that I'm producing and everything like that I'm trying to do to try to help the community medically and things like that. You're really kind of throwing it out there. And when you have other veterans that'll sit there and go, look, dude, you're doing the right thing. We have your back. It may not be everyone, but hey, guess what? We're on the way. And veteran communities all over this country and all over the world are just absolutely amazing. If you have the opportunity to ever be a part of them or, work with them, my advice to you is absolutely do it.
And always remember, if you see a veteran, thank them for their service.
Yep, which is why I always say it to Ben, like in his chat. I'm like, Ben, thank you for what you do. And I always say that to him in the chat. It's a line of respect. I have military in my family, and my granddad served in the Second World War, and he tells me tales all the time. And every time I'm just like complete stunned by him. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did you do that? Like, why would you do that? And every time he's like, Gemma, it's about defending our country. It's about making friends. He's like, even though I saw people die, he goes, I can sit here now and be proud that I was a veteran. And he often shows me his badge number. He's like, I still remember my number. I'm like,
well, we got another
time.
I remember a veteran out there, and that's Boomer. Boomer G is out in the chat. He's also a veteran, served.
Thank you so much, Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer has served. I've spoken to Boomer before about his time too. Boomer's amazing as well. There's a lot of people who respect veterans in here. That's what I like because I'm passionate about the veterans. I actually wrote a poem about the veterans, which I've actually got in my folder, I believe. I'm not sure which folder it is, but I'll try and find it, which I think you and Ben would actually like. I think it's in this one, I think, or the other one.
My hope is that people love the veterans so much that they just want them to be home. I think that's the biggest, thing that looking forward onto, the future is, I love your veterans. You don't have to tie the ribbon around the tree because we're home. There's no reason for us to be there to pull us up.
Now that's why I have that flag always hanging right behind me, and that flag will never come down until they all come home permanently.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Here we go. This is a poem I wrote the other day, and I think you and Ben would both like it. And it's I called it Invictus. It's based off a program about veterans I watched. Yeah, so it says, Invictus, you're more than capable of achieving anything you put your mind to. Your mind to support everybody who takes part. Take part, including family to support all your achievements that are totally unique in how you served your country putting duty before yourself helping people who are in true need in the most difficult of circumstances fighting terrorist organizations that want to cause harm which you stop from happening even though you may be injured, injuries that can be a strength knowing you'll bring success in working as a team, and inspiration that you and your countries that support each other to increase morale when you feel low or isolated you will never be. We're all in this together to overcome adversity and judgment which people will learn to know more about the person rather than their label only reminds you of what you've got. You have much more things to be happy about. Happy that you're being a shining light in this world to make a difference and a chance to educate. I feel educated and privileged as someone with a disability. The disability is invisible, but something we should be passionate about saying thank you. Thank you for serving all your countries and protecting us all. I'm incredibly proud to write this poem for all the people like you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well done.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I wrote that about a month ago. And it's just my way of respecting the veterans, you know, and so the servicemen and women who are out right now. And like Ben said, we won't stop until they're all home. And I have a big interest in veterans. It's just something I've always had a good interest in. And meeting Ben, it's just kind of fired. I'm like, wow, I really can do something. Like, even if I do something little, just like a poem, just to say I support them, then
That's right.
I feel that I can do that.
That's right.
And having you guys on makes me extremely more humble and realizing that life isn't as difficult as I make out, and it can be a lot easier, recognizing that you guys have been through it all. You guys have seen far worse than what I've ever seen and what I will ever see in my lifetime ever again.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you hit it right on the nail on the head. And you know, it's not that you can't do something; it's you think you can't do something, and that's just you. The only person that tells you can't do something is you, or your government saying it's against the law. But I mean, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that we always try to push across. Like, I get people all the time that'll tell me that, you know, no, I can't do this, I can't do that. No. And then you just kind of give them solutions, and they're like, yeah, but this, yeah, but this. It's like, okay, as soon as you get rid of the yeah buts, come talk to me again. Because, you know, that's the one thing.
Hey, Bryce.
Hey, I was going to ask you a question, Gemma.
Yes.
Mind if I do that thing that I do on my channel and say hi to everyone?
Yes.
You do mind?
No, I don't mind, John.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. This has been driving me nuts. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I have to do my job with the chat, and, you know, it just kicks in sometimes. All right. What is up, everyone? Thank you guys so much for coming to Gemma's channel today, watching that cannabis show with Cab7 and Gemma Journey's Grace. Hell yeah, Boomer in the chat. Golden Retro Movies, much love. Jenny, I am not going to butcher your last name. Lulu, love you. Thank you so much for putting that information up there. Truly appreciate it. Yes. Bryce, a.k.a. B. Curran, what is good? How are you? Shop shooter, man. If you any trolls up in the house, man, you better watch out. He's got his perch. He's going to take you out. Iron Fire Horse, my man. Good to always talk to you. Herman the Great. Jasmine's entertaining. For everyone else that I missed, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was like, oh my God.
It's so awesome getting you on here finally, John. It's so good that I've got you on here. As soon as I saw you come in the chat, I was like, dude, you have to come up. And then I saw Ben. I was like, yeah, that's a given because Ben's in the chat. I was like, okay, link's going out. So I had to put it out just to get you guys up here. And I'm feeling on a good roll today. So I was like, you know what? I'll stream again. I streamed only about 2 hours ago. But I was like, okay, oh well, see who's on again. And lo and behold, within 5 minutes, I had like 12 view-ins. I was like, yay, okay, party time.
Right.
So I just thought I'd stream and see who was on and, you know, just have a bit of a kickback session. And I know I've kind of been avoiding live streaming recently because of my health issues and then kind of troll situations. And I was like, I remember the other day about not letting people get to you and upsetting you. I'm like, damn it, Gemma, you mean getting people get you too much? I was like, okay, back to streaming I go, try again, keep going. So I was like, you know what, back to streaming I go. And I've been back streaming now for about 4 weeks. Yeah. So I'm still trying to get used to it.
Well, I mean, you're doing great. And remember, the people that you give that you turn blue, those are there to protect you. And that's very important that the moderators understand that.
Yeah.
If you do really like that content that channel is creating, then, hey, man, you were given that for a reason. Use it and use it, use it, use it.
Yes, exactly.
When it needs to be done.
Exactly. This is why I moderated you and Ben, because I know Ben was a given anyway. And then when Mother Nature said to me about moderating you, I was like, well, that's a given. If you're a recommendation from Mother Nature or any of them communities, then yeah, sure, why not? Mother Nature's a trusted person. She's been a really great mod for me for over a year. So like, okay, that's a given. She's told me to mod John, then I'll mod John, I will. So that's what I went and done. I was like, okay, I don't need to be convinced at that point.
Well, I used to be known as the fastest time out in cannabis too. I'm also like the community pit bull, so it works.
Yeah, no one would ever I wouldn't let anyone time out people like you or Ben. Like if people want to try and pick a fight, then they know they're going to get one warning from me and then they're gone. I will warn you once, and if you muck me about and be horrible to any of my guests or me, then you're not going to be hanging around a second time. You'll be gone before you have the shot to try again. So it's a case of being quick and defensive, and Ben's taught me that. And I also, when you lurk other streams, you kind of notice people who misbehave or they'll try and be horrible to someone that you know, and I'm like, yeah, okay, you better not come to my stream and try it because I'll call you out for it and then I'll ban you. So I don't put up with bullies. And like I said to Ben, he knows I've been after people who have been horrible to him and other people. I'm like, don't cross me because I will come down so hard with the hammer, it's unreal.
Well,
I will ban you straight up.
I did a live stream dedicated just to that, the wrench. And a lot of people got involved with that. It was a really good live stream dedicated to those that hold that color. Yeah,
this is the thing. Moderators get so carried away sometimes, and I think they don't really recognize the seriousness when you get given that. When I got wrenched on John's channel and on Ben's channel, I sat here crying both times. I was like, I've been wrenched. What? Huh? And I was stunned. I was like, wow. And then I sort of did research about it and was asking some other channels, like, what's it mean to be wrenched? Like, what am I meant to do? I don't really understand. And people like, just watch the chat, Gemma, be civil, watch out for trolls and negative language and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like if people be rude or they swear at you or something like that, you can just delete the message. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, good, I'm cool with that. I don't like rude language or people being bullied. So yay, good for me. I have a wrench. So I can sit there and whack a hammer. So I was quite happy after that. I was like, wow, I actually got a wrench now. So I can sit here and ban people. They're going to be nasty people. So I'm very defensive of both of you because if I know that there's going to be someone horrible or negative, I'm like, I'll give you one warning only. I'll watch you again. Keep going. I'll ban you. That's it. Don't muck around with me. I'm not going to play fair if you're going to be horrible. So I'm pretty much on top of it, both your channels and especially my own channel as well. I'm kind of like, I see you being horrible in the chat. Yeah, okay. You can stay for 5 minutes, then I'll ban you. So that's okay. Keep on going.
But, you got. I don't know too much about the Cannabis show as being a wrench, but there's two people out in the chat right now that are the best of the wrenches, and I will brag about them forever. One of them is Lou, love you, my little sister. And the other one is the sharpshooter mod god. Both of these two, you want to have them as wrenches at your live streams. They are the best of the best. Yes, they are.
I actually moderate Lulu from Cabs because I remember Cab saying how great she was at what she does. I was like, this woman is so great is what Cab says she is. And I heard it from Wacky as well. So I was like, okay, Wacky's saying it as well. I was like, okay, she needs to be modded in that case. So I went straight to my community settings and modded her on the spot. I was like, okay.
And they bust their hump. They really do. This is volunteer stuff that they do. And they bust their hump to protect the channels. They're very good at what they do.
Yes, I always do thank them for both what they do. I'm like, thank you, Lulu. Thank you, James. I always make sure I thank them for what they do in my chat because I know I have a lot of people try and come in and they'll say aggravating things. I'm like, don't worry about it. My mods will take care of them before I have the chance to ban them myself. So I'm like, okay, I'll get my mods just take care of it. And usually Lulu will message me or James will message me after and go, oh, we got rid of some trolls, Gemma. I'm like, yep, do what you want. You've got a wrench. I trust you. I don't need to be told. Just bye-bye to trolls. That's all I need to worry about. So I'm pretty much trusting to get rid of most of the negativity people on here, and pretty much my channel runs successfully. And I think that's down to, like you say, the mods and the trust and the friendship that you have, not just with the mods, but with your general chat. When someone comes in, you greet them, you smile, you say hello, you make them feel part of the family. Like when you greet someone, you're always like, hey, how are you? So good to see you. And I get probably excited when I see Ben or you, John, or people who I haven't seen for a while. I'm like, oh my God, they're in my chat. I get proper excited because it's an honor for me to have someone who I watch all the time actually come to my chat and go, hey, Gemma, we're here. And I'm like, oh, It's like I get a fangirl. It's like I get really excited.
I have to calm her down. I've had to calm her down many times. It's like, Gemma, calm down. People are leaving the live stream. Calm down, girl.
Yeah, Ben has many a time he's like, Gemma, and I'm like, okay, calm down.
Well, I mean, Cab's a legend.
Oh, no.
So, I mean,
No.
I mean, if Cab came into mind, and I heard that conversation going earlier. Absolutely. You know, I'm pretty quick with the wrench, but I do it because most of the time trolls will play that game of I'm going to act cool for a little bit.
Yeah.
So as soon as they get that wrench, they're like, oh, cool, this guy's a moron. And they say something and I de-wrench him and time him out. And I'm like, goodbye.
You do realize, John, I'm 99.9% sure Ben lurks your streams. And if he hasn't, he probably will do right now.
I lurk everyone. And I love the 420 community. I've got many friends over there.
Yeah,
I'm sure Ben lurks your streams, John. I'm pretty accurate that he's probably lurked most of your streams.
I get around.
I know Ben gets around, and I know John gets around on different channels, and I have a lot of respect for the both of you because it's your family to me. And the thing is, people need to know about the 420 community as well as the autistic community, and you both are in both communities, so you guys have got the outreach to get that message out, and that's what I love about you, because you do inspire other people. It's not just people like myself, but a lot of people who find you, they click with you automatically for that reason. They know there's something special about you, and they should do, especially with like the cannabis community. I've learned a lot. I never knew much about cannabis really until probably about 2 or 3 years ago, when my cousin started having it for medical reasons for her epilepsy, and I was like, so why do you use this? Like, what's the benefit? And I started chatting to her about it, and she's like, oh, you can go onto YouTube and like find out about cannabis and stuff. I was like, really? Is people talk about that on YouTube? Wow. Okay. And then when I found John, I was like, hey, I'm new to this community, but I'm here to learn. I'm here to make friends. And I've kind of just stuck around. I'm like, I don't know nothing. I'm still in the very early stages of learning anything about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of opened my eyes up about it. There's
a lot to learn. I mean, it's an amazing plant. When it comes down to it, it's what it is. It's great medicine. It can be used as medicine, and it can also be used overused. It can be used to a point to where it can hurt your life, and that's a God's honest truth. I've seen it happen so many times, where people just sit there, smoke, and not do anything. Personally, I'm a medical patient. So it handles my pain. It handles my up and down, my bipolar, PTSD. It helps keep me level. So responsible cannabis use is always good. Now, do I think it should be recreational? Yeah, because I don't believe it should be illegal. I believe it should be one of those things that's, it grows. It's been proven to help humans and animals of all ages heal from things that they need, like seizures, and like literally CBD. Constant use of CBD will stop seizures. Yeah. Because it regulates the synapses in your brain to where it's not just misfiring. Now you can also do that with CBD. It doesn't have to be THC and cannabis. CBD is one of the most powerful drugs on this planet. And it's 100% natural, and no one has ever overdosed on it. And I think it's a safe drug. It's something that, we used to eat. 25% of our agriculture around the world used to eat hemp up until 1930s. So when you look at the older generations and you're seeing less cancer back there, and as moving forward, and people were like, yeah, well, the numbers are different. We got more people. They're living longer, stuff like that. Well, part of it is because they're not getting that CBD in their diet. So with all the arthritis and the fibromyalgia and everything like that was being bypassed from the inflammation reduction from your food actually giving you the CBD that you needed, It's hurt us as a species, to be honest with you. And so when people, I want to try cannabis for X, I say, hold up, try CBD first, because if the CBD doesn't work, then the cannabis isn't going to work. Because all the cannabis has is a euphoric brain-changing thought of, hey, I'm not in pain anymore, or hey, I'm not going up and down anymore. So yeah.
You got a question from Fourth Letter David here, John. He says, is it true that cannabis is good for arthritis?
Yes, it is. But so is CBD. And that's one of the things that I like to tell people is that, you can grab like CBD. So I got right here. All right.
Okay.
Hold up. Let me see. Now this is 0.003% THC. All right. And this is made by a good friend of ours at Non Essentials, like right down the road. It's healthy. It's 100% organic because that's what I do. Okay. And this is what I use now for arthritis. I use this for my back pains and my knee pains, and my shoulder pains. And this is actually the one that I actually can take for anxiety and things like that. Okay. Because in those situations, that is the CBD that's helping you. It's not the THC. The THC is like, if you're sitting there saying, okay, I hurt my elbow, I'm going to have some cannabis to help take the pain away, and boom, it takes the pain away. Yeah. One of the major things is that it might not have actually taken the pain away. It might just have told you, your brain just might have triggered that reaction to it. And instead of the deflammation, instead of all the healthy things that CBD can do for you, because when you're looking at a cannabis strain, you're looking at 3% CBD compared to when you're doing CBD, you're looking at right here is 875 milligrams in this bottle. So you're flipping the switch you're flipping it from the CBD to the THC. And my advice to anyone who's looking into cannabis right now in the world, we have the amazing thing of CBD being forefront. So try the CBD. Now, there is no reason that you should not be able to use the THC to actually help move forward that thought process of I'm not in pain. That the THC will do. So, and that's where I say the THC comes in and things like that. But if you're looking for major healing, if you're looking for like tumor reduction and things like that, the CBD is what's going to do a lot of the work for, in a full spectrum RSO, which is a Rick Simpson oil.
Yeah. You actually had a question from Boomer saying, is that oral or topical?
This one's oral. This one here is a spray that I use. It's a point of contact spray. That's topical. I have a salve that I use because I have spots. I was in a crash. I was in a helicopter crash when I was in. So my body is kind of wonky. It doesn't show on camera. So I do, back in the 2 years ago, I was smoking way too much cannabis to stay healthy. I was wondering what is up, Andy K? I hope that actually got out to you. I heard that you guys had a broken bottle. I did. I'm sorry if I'm just jumping on Andy K. I did hear that because was sending him some stuff so he could try it. But yeah, responsibly thinking CBD. It's a simple way to start. If you're noticing that the effects, if you notice inflammation, if you notice you're calm, if you notice you're not going through those things, then boom, now you know that a cannabis with that type of CBD profile in it is going to just be wonderful for you.
Yeah. Andy Case's message for Beth at the Cannabis Show. Any news updates yet, please, mate?
All right, I'll make sure Beth emails him in like 5 minutes.
And then,
well, I know I have the product. If I know which one it is, then I can send it to you.
You got another question been working with Huntress of the Unknown. Let me scan back. Oh, what'd she say here? What's the difference in using oral or topical, John?
Speed. For real. Like this is the same. It's the same milligrams. So there's nothing really different about it. Like I could take it. It's just not flavored well. Like there's certain herbs that she'll put in if she knows it's topical. This has it also, you need something that's going to allow it to absorb into your skin, which this has. There's many different organic roots and plants and things that can do that stuff for you. And the point of contact is immediate. So when my shoulder locks up, 3 sprays, rubbing around for a second, within 2 minutes, my arm's moving. I don't realize it mentally until I'm like, oh, my arm's moving. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of like that.
Boomer has a question for you. He says, oh, I just missed it. Where's it gone? Thank you. I had a mishap while see Irving as well. I may try that. Is it legal in all states?
No. It is not legal in all states, and that cannabis show will never tell you to do something that is against the law. Now, my advice to you is, if you're curious about cannabis and you are in a non-legal state, CBD is 100% legal across the country. So yes, try the CBD. If it works, go get your cannabis medical card, because you'll be able to fine tune really what that medication is going to do for you. But yeah, CBD definitely is 100%. Well, the state of Massachusetts is actually pushing it into dispensaries right now, unfortunately, because there's a lot of companies that aren't making it correctly. Or, you know, the rumor that the CBD doesn't work without the THC, which is just false. I mean, I'm walking proof of it. And I know so many people that are. So just be responsible. Being responsible with, you know, the production of it and things like that are really going to go a long way.
Hey, Gemma, I'm gonna have to step down, okay? Because I got some other things to do. But hey, I appreciate you bringing me up. That cannabis show, good to see you.
Thank you so much, Ben. Cab,
I appreciate you giving up your time, Ben. I know you're very busy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And to all the people out in the chat, hey, y'all have yourself a wonderful Thursday night. And once again, thank you for bringing me up here, Gemma.
You're welcome, Cabby. Anytime.
And I got to learn a little bit more about cannabis, so that's awesome too.
Just remember, when you take that nice drag, hey, this is good for me.
Oh, I know what you need.
Nice.
Take care. Take care.
Take care, Cabby. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I want to give John the floor. I want to give him the time to talk about what he does, and kind of, because I kind of feel like I haven't really been that approachable on it. So I'm going to kind of let you have the floor, and you can kind of, explain more about you and what you do, really, and who you are as a person. I haven't really given you the floor to do that.
Thank you so much, Gemma. I appreciate it, and I truly appreciate you, you know, shooting the questions at me, because one of the big things that I do, that I really kind of pride myself on, is knowledge of cannabis and making sure that people understand. Do I think it should be legal? Yes, because I don't feel there should be a law with it at all. When we're looking at cannabis, from my standpoint, it's something that saved me. I was on so many drugs at one point that I couldn't stand up, I couldn't walk, I couldn't function. My life was horrible. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it helped me. It got me. I was almost 350 pounds at one point.
Wow.
So when you're looking at it and people go, how the hell did you lose weight by smoking weed? I thought that's all you're supposed to do is eat. Well, you know, for someone coming from such high morphine, and it was never an addiction. It was a pain thing. Like, you have to, like, you can't sit there in pain.
No, of course not.
And so for me, cannabis, when I actually found medical cannabis, was the big difference. That's the big difference right there for me. It was actually medical cannabis. It was it was stronger. It was geared towards something that I have.
Yeah.
So, you know, 15 years ago, I mean, I was growing, Gemma.
Yeah.
Like, I was growing. I wasn't a cannabis patient. I was on morphine. I was on everything known to mankind. Like, I don't know, these guys are crazy. I've been growing this stuff for 5 years now. It's great for a party. People love it, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And it just took one really good joint of medical cannabis. And not only did it change my view on it, it changed the way that I grew. It changed the reason that I grew. It changed, what I would look for in a strain, comparative wise. And when I create the genetics that I create, every single one of these every 51 of these genetics that I'm creating this year, is absolutely for the encompassment of anxiety, inflammation of the joints, also arthritis, pain management, and euphoric feeling, depression. So I'm geared towards, obviously, my issues, and a lot of issues in our community have. A lot of people in our community have the same issues. So it's safe in non-prescription drugs. Yes,
that's absolutely. The thing. Like, I'm on pain medication right now because I've been quite poorly for like 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
I've got a torn muscle in my stomach, which is causing my back and my front of my stomach to go into spasms. So sometimes you might sort of see me go like that, or I kind of fidget because every time I try and move, this side of me pulls, and then I have the pain in my back from another injury I've already done. I'm like, but at the same time, I wish I could be on cannabis for it or CBD.
Well, you definitely need CBD. And I'm going to tell you, the CBD is going to help you a lot more. I mean, the cannabis might help you just the same, to be honest with you. Your guys' laws are super strict.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the laws in the United States, even when it was illegal, were still skirtable. Now, I know a lot of people over in your neck of the woods that do that job. And obviously, my next people that I go talk to are those people for you. And I sit there and say, look, I know the responsible people over there, to whereas we can turn around and try to point them at you. I look at England as like Rhode Island. And so I don't really know it. I think of it as this little place and stuff like that. But I obviously we came from there, so you guys had to do something right at one point.
Yeah, at one point. The thing is, they need to acknowledge that cannabis is a medicine. They need to acknowledge, rather than still having it as a Class B illegal drug and bad and shouldn't have it and anything else. If they realize the good benefits of the medical section of it, and for people like me who have chronic anxiety, chronic depressive episodes.
Well, and that's why I was very excited when you were like, not excited, but I was like, wow. To me, that's a test, because I know you. You know what I mean? I know how you are, and I know what the autism does. And for me personally, it's the thought process of going, okay, now I have this here, this here, this here, this is legal, this is legal, this is legal, all non-narcotic, all, organically grown. And so my whole thought process with you is sitting there going, my seizures were anxiety. So, it was explained to me as, from the doctors as like, okay, imagine someone that's autistic, that's going through an anxiety-riddled time. Your body's going through that anxiety, and just because, and this was 8 years ago, when, there wasn't, and you know what, as you can see on my wrist, it's always on there. And ever since that day, I started to learn more about autism because, it was something that I needed to understand, because if someone's doing something like that, and this has actually been on my wrist for 4 years and I have not taken it off. You don't want to see what the other side of this looks like, Gemma. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But yeah, so, just kind of, for me personally, it was the walk into it and say, can I help myself? And during that journey, I literally found hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that it helps and that I actually get a chance to help with in real life, on YouTube, everywhere, that I possibly can. For me, it's amazing. We all deal with our stress, but at the end of the day, for me, this show right here has done things that I never thought it would do, to be honest with you.
The thing is, cannabis is such a good thing, and when I first looked into it, I was like, I don't understand why people take cannabis. I don't get why they're so happy about being on it and stuff. And I'm like, Gemma, my God, you're so hypocritical and judgmental, and it took me months to sit back and go, Gemma, you don't know why they're on it. You don't know the medical reason. You don't know why they decided to go on to cannabis. I learned from you about it's not about necessarily getting high or having that buzz feeling and everything. It's about the education and the medical side of feeling better, coping with the pain, self-management. Like you said, it's about feeling functionable and being able to do things. And with you, with the PTSD and like you mentioned, bipolar, that's another thing.
Which you encompass because your body has given you PTSD. You have like, that's one of the things that we're starting to look at more with PTSD, that it's not just the shock value of, holy shit, this dude was in a war that's screwed up. Nah, man, it could be anything. It could be a recurring fear. It could be a recurring anything that you have. And with you, I know for a fact you have a recurring fear, and it's the anxiety. And so for things like that, that's why cannabis is so much better than things for pain like morphine. So next time when they tell you, they say you have no reason for cannabis, you say, hey man, I got anxiety, which is causing a lot of these attacks. I have massive amounts of pain. I have reactionary depression. I have every single symptom that requires cannabis. In a cannabis office. Tell me, why do I require morphine? What is morphine going to do for me?
Morphine's highly dangerous. It makes you feel like absolute shot.
The cannabis plant helps it creates a conducive environment for regrowth of brain cells and nerve cells, and it creates cushions around our brain for that help extract the black matter in addiction. So where's the issue? And that's what you do. I'm just going to give you a list. I'm just going to give you something. You're going to be like, next time someone tells you, be like, hold on, John, set me up for this.
Yes, definitely. Please do,
Like,
The thing is, like, right now I'm on morphine. I've been on morphine and codeine for, nearly 8 weeks. And, oh my God, I have never felt so ill being on morphine in all my damn life. It's awful. It's scary. It makes you feel like I'm a complete drunk. I'm walking around like swinging, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be functionable. I don't want to have to go and have 2 naps a day like I've been doing for 8 weeks. 2 naps a day is not good. I'm literally, like the other day, I fell over. I was in my kitchen making my dinner, and I literally like went whoop. And I fell over and smacked my head, and then I woke up. I'm like, why the hell am I on my kitchen floor? And I had no idea, and I was like, oh my God, morphine's done this to me. I need to get off the stuff now because it's not good for me. I need to be on CBD or cannabis because at least I'll function better.
Yeah. There was times when, during the show even, since we've been on the show, that they have actually made me go back on my medications. The the government has made me go back on my medications. We're threatening to take away my benefits. So, when you sit there and you look at it and you go, all right, what do I do? Do I sit there and say, okay, I guess I need to start putting this in my bloodstream so they can test for it and see it's in there? Do I fake them? Or do I try to take the medications? Either way, I have to get them in my system.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even during that time, right now, I'm 100% off medications, and which means I'll probably get a phone call tomorrow saying, hey, we're going to have that talk again, John. And I'm going to say, you know what?
Screw you.
We're federally legal. You guys might want to watch it. So
exactly. That's the thing. They need to accept you for what you do, and the thing is, they don't. You know what your body's like. You're the one who goes through it every day. That's the thing. Doctors know very little. And like I said to my doctor the other day, I want to try CBD or cannabis. I said it to him. I said, because I've far away know that the benefits will outweigh the negative side of it. I said, I talked to people online about it. I said, right now I'm in contact with a cannabis channel. I said, I have been for quite some time. I said, my anxiety would stop. My depression episodes would stop, or if not lower. And I said, my autism symptoms would lower because if I was on CBD, I wouldn't be so hyped all the time. I wouldn't constantly be wanting to doubt myself or freak, or if I hear the most little noise, instead of it being just a noise, I'll be, okay, if I take this, I can self-manage. And I would go and freak out on everybody.
Yeah.
So the doctor's like, what do you want that for? Because my body needs it, and right now my body could do it right now because my body is in pain. I've got a lot of pain in my back. I have a lot of pain in my shoulders because I have a torn ligament in my shoulder, which is going to take 8 weeks to heal. So I'm constantly having to wriggle my shoulder to try and move. So I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely. And one real quick was at Golden Retro in movies. When you're experiencing that much pain, I'd rather have medication that helps me get through it, Joe. Yeah, and the common misconception is that cannabis won't. It will. Cannabis, I've had multiple surgeries coming off. Honestly, a major whack of CBD and a few joints. Boom, there you go. Works better than the pills. By the time the pills kick in, there's no pain already. So there's no use to take the pills. And that's what I've noticed. I want to give a huge shout out right now to Lalana 420.
Oh, Lalana's here. Hey, Lalana. Good to see you.
And to anyone else that's that Cannabis Show regular, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I'm just having such a great time with you right now, Gemma. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, I've had an awesome time with you too. Like, this is the thing. I've been meaning to get you on for so long. It's kind of trying to get you on. I know our time differences and stuff. It's kind of, I'm trying to schedule when you guys are on and when you guys aren't at work and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I usually know between 11 and midnight my time, you guys are home from work. And so I'm like, perfect. I can catch the Americans when they're having their dinner at home. It's the end of my evening. So I'm like, okay, I'm early hours next morning now. So it's kind of, I get to catch you guys when you're having your dinner. You're all sitting at home going, okay, it's dinner time. I'm like, yeah, it's like early hours the next day and like heading towards breakfast. So I'm like sitting here at 10 past midnight my time right now.
Right.
So for me, it's nice because I get to catch you guys when you're still awake. I'm still awake because I don't sleep very well. So I'm kind of going, instead of being bored and laying on my bed going, oh, I can't sleep. Oh, I might as well be online streaming, or I might as well catch a stream. So I stay on YouTube most of the night. So I don't really sleep. I'm probably lucky if I have 4 hours solid.
Right. True. Like by the time I get done, I do the stream. I do some work. We just signed a contract with these guys right here. I don't know if you guys know that. It's the Token Dead. So we're going to be doing a lot of I'm a comic book freak, so I think everyone knows that.
I love comics too. Hell yeah.
So we're going to be doing a lot more in the comics realm also, which I'm extremely excited about. Yeah, I'm just psyched for a lot of the things going on right now. I know that now I understand why you haven't got the CBD yet. And Andy K, yes, we're actually absolutely tomorrow. I will drive that over there. Get on a damn plane and put it on there myself if I need to.
And she said, can't sleep, question mark, puff, 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 pass and repeat until you hit puff, puff, pass out.
Yep.
Andy, yes and no, I agree with that because
that's what this one's for.
Yeah.
That's what this strain is for, right there.
When I try and sleep, the thing is, my brain, being autistic, my brain doesn't switch off. So when I go to bed, I try and go to bed. I lay there and I'm like, okay, I want to sleep. I try my usual meditation stuff, and I'm just like, nope, still not nowhere near ready to go to bed. And it will take me about 5-6 hours before I actually hit the hay to put my head down. And then I'm like, oh, I'll have 3 hours. Oh, really? I've only had 2.5 hours. Okay. My body's up. My body's telling me to get up. I'm like, really? 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning? I'm like, really? I really want to sleep. I'm like, okay, get a shower at 5 a.m. in the morning. That's not normal for me. I used to sleep until 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm getting up at 3, 4, half 4 in the morning. I'm just like, oh, god damn, really? But, oh, well, I'm up. I've been up since 4 yesterday morning.
Golden Retro, I wasn't saying anything about that, but I am going to say one other thing is like stronger medication to deal with the pain is unbearable. Look, you can take 1,000 milligram capsule of RSO and be gone. Just be an absolute pain-free. 100% pain-free. You're going to get a full spectrum workover in your body. It's going to help you. It's going to help your bloodstream. It's going to help your brain function. It's going to help all that. Now I understand a lot. There are some extreme pains and things like that. I would never try to condone someone's medication whatsoever. But there's a lot of things about cannabis that people do not understand. And when you think that there is something that is more powerful than it, it's because you're only thinking on smoking it. I can remove all of that matter that's all healing stuff and put it in a capsule or a tincture, and it's going to be way stronger than, morphine tablet that exact size.
Yeah.
So
I brought John on to the channel because me and John been working on this to get him on here, and this is all about awareness, guys. This isn't me trying to preach at you or whatnot. This is what John knows from personal experience, and this is the reason I got him on. It's personal preference and experience, and John has a lot more knowledge than I do. I'm very, very immature when it comes to this stuff. I'm very much learning still my ground on what cannabis is and the different processes and stuff. And like I said, I'm not an expert. John has more knowledge on this issue and subject and channel basis than me. I'm very, very still learning. I'm very, very immature and naive to some degree. And I'm learning from John. So for me, this is my time to shut up and actually listen to him and get me educated, because I don't know much.
Yeah. I had a surgery last year and I was prescribed oxycodone and took 2 of them for 5 days for pain. I hated them. I never tried cannabis, so I can't really. Yeah, I am not saying that. Like I said, as we go forward, I think people are going to start noticing that the obvious substitution to morphine, as people start realizing how bad it is going to be cannabis, because it's a plant that just keeps regrowing and regrowing. It's a weed, man. People freak out about growing it. It's a weed. It just grows if you just let it happen.
Like you said, it's a plant, and it's a plant that grows from the ground and the natural herbs that come from it, and a lot of people don't understand.
Well, so does morphine. Morphine is definitely morphine definitely comes from the ground. It's processed in a different way. Believe it or not, morphine does have some really good aspects. Unfortunately, we're using it way over what would actually be used to help us. Morphine's one of those things where you're like, okay, or a lot is really, really bad. A very, very, very small amount is good, just because of the antitoxins and things like that it has for your bloodstream. We also just realized it got you really messed up. And unfortunately, that's the way that all our drugs started, and when you can put a cage around something and say, no, you can't grow this, because it's too valuable.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Number one. Number two, it becomes to the point of where we stop using our head with it. If they were common everyday things that humans had all around the house, I guarantee you it'd be 100% different. You know what I mean? And just the general knowledge of like, yo, don't take too much of that, man, would be something from, at birth. Like, hey, don't touch the hot stove. One of those. So.
Definitely. So Andy just made a point here. He says, yes, it all comes from a plant. Morphine has its place, but it's not a one-wrench-fits-all thing and should never be for any med. Yeah, I agree with that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Absolutely.
It's about being careful. Like John said, it's about each person is different, Like, I'm not nowhere near an expert on this stuff. Like I said, I'm not a specialist. I'm not someone who is a user of it currently. I want to be. I want to get my anxiety lowered to a point where I can be a functional, reasonable human. Because at the moment I'm not, and I have to constantly fight things in my head. And
you seem to be a very functioning and reasoning human to me right now, Jim. I think you're doing a lot better than you realize. I think you're being your biggest critic. I think you're doing amazing, and I think I just think the sky's the limit for you, kid. And to be honest with you, we're all our worst enemy. You got to give yourself a break.
I'm calm because of this.
Nice.
My sensory bracelet, which has these. God, if I didn't have this in my bag with me today, or the ones I do carry in my bag, yeah. And it's just basically a way of self-supporting myself. And if something happens to me, I can go, okay, I'm panicking. I'm going to stop panicking. No, put this on. Hold it in my hand. Phew, I can de-stress. And people might think, oh, this is for a child. Yes, these are for children and adults, but these are essential for people on the spectrum. Trust me.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my house without it.
Yeah.
If I don't, my God, you see my behavior. I filmed a video the other day and uploaded it. I was at a concert that I went to, and I show you me walking around the park and the noise and the crowd, and I forgot to pack one of these with me, and my behavior was erratic. You could see me mumbling and going like, and people were like, Gemma, are you all right? I'm like, no, I was in a bad anxiety spot. I was in a packed out park with 45,000 other people attending a music concert because I was going to see Ed Sheeran in concert. He was doing a local gig to my house. And people were like, why the hell did you put yourself in that spot? And I'm like,
because you want to live.
Prove a point. Yeah, I want to live and have fun. But at the same time, I want to prove a point that people with autism don't like crowds. We don't like noise. We don't like being out of our comfort zone. Yeah. And I did it to prove that point that when I got home and people you don't see the after effects, I was in agony. I got home and cried. Yeah. I was screaming in pain. I had bad back. I had bad feet. My shoulder was stinging. My arm was up here like this, trying to take some of the pain away. People, it's not that bad, Jeremy. You're overreacting. No.
Yeah.
When I'm in pain, I'm in pain so much bad. Then this is the thing.
Autism anxiety causes muscle spasms. Yeah. And muscle spasms and hurt muscles are extremely painful.
Painful. Yes, this is exactly. People with autism feel
pain
10 to 12 times worse than everyone else. So I can sit here now and go, I'm good, everything's calm, I'm having a good laugh with John, I'm chilling out, I'm learning. And then a few hours time down the line, I'll sit on my sofa and go, oh my God, this pain is bad. Oh my God, I don't feel well. And I'll sit here and scream and cry. And people are like, oh, you're overreacting, Jimmy, you should have took your meds. I'm like, I have took my meds, but I can't take any more because I'll overdose. So I have to wait until another 6 hours till I can take anything else.
Freeman James, where do I get my data? Over the last 20 years, over the last 15 years as a medical patient, I get my data from doctors like Dr. Ansa. I get my data from, people that I work with on a daily basis, Beantown, Greentown, the New England Veterans Alliance. Let's see, who else? Just the people I just come across every single day that have so many of these things that if you come into our community, you will absolutely meet them. And you will meet them and realize that, holy shit, this person's got a computer in their back. And the meds that they give her to do it don't help her at all. She has to take cannabis, or else her back, where she has that mini computer, blows up like a balloon. The only thing that keeps the inflammation down is cannabis, and it just happens to help every other aspect of her growing, of her healing. You know what I mean? So where do I have my data? I live it. Exactly. I've created a lot. I've gone through some of the data sites and worked with Leafly. I've worked with like multiple breeding companies. This is what I do. Some people get up in the morning, put their shoes on, go to work, go sit at the office, and create code that makes this stuff possible. I get up in the morning and go research and make sure that I understand my plant physiology if I need to. If you know, anything that I need to do researching on, I do that. I am a disabled veteran, so I have the time to do that right now.
Yeah, this is the thing. People assume that just because you act like you're fine or you don't show that you're physically in pain. This is the thing with autism. Not people with autism necessarily can't show that they're in pain. There's some people who hide it so well that they can technically pass as neurotypical. And a lot of the time, I'm very vocal about my pain. I will show you. I will often point out to it. I'll be like, like my back today is really sore. I'm like, ow, this really hurts. But some people can't do that. Whereas with me, my pain threshold is so low that I can't deal with pain at all. Even my slightest little twinge, I'm just like, yeah, I'm in pain. People are, you're right. No, because my pain is heightened. It's constant. It doesn't stop. And people are like, really? So how do you function if you're in pain all the time? I have to cope. And that's why things like this come in handy, because I can have this take off and off my hand or my necklace, or I tend to write my poetry. And that's when my pain comes out. If I'm in pain, I'll sit there and I'm like, yeah, today is not a good day. Oh, I'll lay down and write something, or I'll do a video. And people are like, how can you do that if you're in pain? Because it's a strategy. I sit there and ignore it. I sit there and put my pain off to a point where I sit later and go, okay, Gemma, you've probably overdone it a little bit, but I ignore it because at the time I'm having fun. I'm not focusing on going, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. No, because there's people who have it worse than me. People like you, for example, John, you've worked a long time in your field. You've done a lot of service for your country. You've been through a hell of a lot more than what I've gone through. And that's what makes me feel humble about it. And I go, no, Jim, your pain is a little bit severe compared to someone like John who goes through more traumatic stuff.
The pain that I go through is, stuff that, like, I don't complain, unfortunately. It's one of those things to where the only person who truly understands how much pain I'm in is my dentist. Because I have this thing of I just stick my tongue to the back of my teeth and push. And all of a sudden I'll realize it's 2:00. I haven't said a word. I've been by myself. I've been working, and my tongue is just pushed up against my teeth so much that it's actually hot in my mouth. Like, to where like I'm trying to push my teeth out. And even though I do have access to the medication, sometimes for me personally, it's, man, I just got to get this done. I need my full brain for this. I just have to get this done. And, just living through life, and when you said it before, you're like, why would you do that? Well, I want to live. I want to experience things. I don't want to be stuck at home. I don't want to be, in my area. Like, look, the studio is my area. The studio got my grow room right there. This is my safe space, So when we talk, and I truly understand where you're coming from, because look, as humans, we all do it. Whether you're going to admit it or not is the total difference. Me personally, look, I meet so many people. I need them to understand that I'm weird. You know what I mean? Like I go to a lot of things. Like, look, I need you to understand. I'm really good at faking it. I'm really good at hiding the fact of, I'm in massive amounts of pain. I just want to let you know that the person that you see for an hour or two on the show, I can hold it together for about an hour or two sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? But for me, it's a daily fight, the same way as it is just like everyone else. And that's why I say again, this is a great community, and this is a great ability to be able to turn around and help people.
Andy's got a question for you. He says, what does when you grew up make difference on things? Sorry, genuine question that I don't really understand.
What does when you grew up make any difference on things? Sorry, genuine question. When you grew up with cannabis, if you grew up with cannabis 20 years ago, you're don't have a clue what, and you walked away from cannabis 20 years ago, you don't have any idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Flat out. 10 years ago, the landscape was so vastly different that we were sitting there going, oh my God, this Charlotte's Web is fucking amazing. It's going to change the world. It's going to be the healer of absolutely fucking everything. Oh my God, let's go. And then all of a sudden, Charlotte Webb's pushed aside a little bit and go, whoa, 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 whoa. We just studied catatonic. And we realized that all of this stuff that Charlotte's Web has is also encompassed in catatonic. Plus, it's going to go ahead and help you with that pain.
Yeah.
And so, age-wise and how long it's been since you've messed with it is extremely important when it comes to cannabis, because the leaps and bounds that it's done. It's come so far to whereas I remember 10 years ago me thinking there is absolutely no way I will ever be able to encompass one strain that can help my pain, anxiety, depression, and everything. Right now, I have 51 actually, I got literally millions of possibilities, but I have 51 strains that I know for 100% fact are all geared absolutely towards every single one of my issues.
Yeah. It's like you mentioned something earlier that made me think about CBD and cannabis a little bit more. You said about dentists. Oh my God. That's a topic that I have hardly touched on because dentists don't get it.
Yeah, they don't.
The amount of pain I go through when I go into the dentist, I am jumpy as hell. I go to dentist probably once a year if I'm lucky, when my parents manage to get me to reason and cooperate with them to go. And I said to him the other day, I said, the only reason I would stay here is if I get knocked out or I have CBD to knock me the hell out.
Yeah.
So when I come here, I don't have to put up with any of the pain or even just having the checkup done. I'm so fidgety with them. Like, I've bit my dentist, I've attacked them because I cannot stand being there for more than 5 minutes. I freak. I'm like, get me in, get me out.
Oh my God. I hate the dentist.
Oh.
Hate them. Like, what they don't understand is, like, yeah, I'm already at my max threshold for pain. I don't need my mouth hurting. I'm like, I really can't deal with this. If you guys are going to do this to me, I'm done. Like, you know.
That's where CBD was coming in extremely handy. Especially me, like, I'm a nervous wreck. Like, I went to the dentist about 4 months ago, and I was in there for like 10 minutes. I came out a blubbering baby. I was just like, no, my face hurts. And all they did was a checkup and made sure that everything was good. And I'm like, they're horrible. They were in my space and they interfered with me. If I had CBD, I wouldn't have felt any of this. I would have been a happy bunny and I would have been woohoo. And my dad's like, you really want that bad? I'm like, yeah. I'd rather be knocked out completely than having to do
absolutely, me too.
Stuff. Because it would be the medical benefit. It'd be, I'd be calm, my anxiety would be gone, I would be crying all the time. Like, you guys have seen my depressive spikes in here recently. I had a major depressive meltdown the other day. I was on my live stream for 2 hours blubbering the whole time, and people are like, whoa, what's wrong with Gemma? I'm like, you want to see the ugly side of me? Here it is. You're going to see everything come out.
Yeah, I had one of those the other day too.
And I was like, people are like, what the hell, Gemma? What about if you had someone actually says to me in chat, what about if you had CBD? I'm like, yeah, let's talk about that, shall we? And then that's what sparked me to have you on today. I'm like, that reminds me, I need to have CBD because I would so benefit from it. I'd be so much more calmer. Like, you have no idea right now, my anxiety is through the roof. I could, I'm coping and sitting here, I'm here and calm to you. I could get off this live stream afterwards and be like, how the hell did I keep myself together like that? How the hell was I not worse? And I literally think about all the worst things I could do, like screwing this up or saying something stupid. I'm like, Gemma, what the hell did you say that? And I think the worst all the time.
Yeah.
And if I had CBD, that would stop that too, probably.
Well, I mean, it's just going to relax you. The whole thinking the worst is something that you have to work on. Yeah. You have to realize that even if the worst happens, you're going to walk through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to take the worst whole feel that it has on you and just be like, I really don't care. You know what I mean? Like, what's the worst that could happen? I go through some shit and I come out the other side stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think
Totally.
when, I think that's a thought process that just really helps everything. Now, you don't like that way that even if you do expect the worst, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I always expect the absolute 100% worst. 100% of the time. But nope, it's going to fail. I no ifs, ands, or buts, that thing's failing. That's me. That's how I am too.
Yeah.
So it's always a question of like, okay, who cares? If I fail today, it doesn't matter. I just learned what not to do tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't repeat it for the next day. Yeah, exactly. It's about the coping. And like when I come to your channel, sometimes I've had a bad day and I'm like, no, Gemma, switch that off. That was earlier. That was a crappy 2-3 hours. Now you're going to chill out. You're going to relax. You're going to have fun. And I switch off. I'm like, enough. Stop. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Everything's calm. And I'm yellow. And I'm like chilling. And I'm like, 4 hours ago, I was ready to rip someone's head off. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm calm right now. So right now I'm at my best I've been probably in about a good 6 months.
Nice. Well, I'm good. I'm absolutely good, man. I think you're doing great. I'm just checking out. Yeah, you got to leave self behind. Absolutely. 100% true, Andy. Absolutely.
It helps to have a great guest on too. And like I've really wanted to give you the floor for quite a long time on my channel. Like I said to you, I want you to have the space to promote and talk about what you do and how you help people. And I think a lot of people need to know about what you do and the benefits of cannabis, CBD, and the whole community as a whole, because a lot of people judge you. And the amount of times I've defended the 420 community on my Twitter and stuff like that, because I tweet a lot of stuff out, people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, well, actually I do, because I have support. And actually I believe in CBD and cannabis. And people are like, oh, shouldn't be touching that area, Gemma. It's hot water. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm very careful what I put out. I read a lot of things. I ask support. Like, I come to you guys. I'm like, should I talk about this? Should I talk about that? And I double check with people a lot. I don't just post things. I'm very, very careful with.
You do your research, and that's what you have to do.
Because otherwise you get in trouble, and I get that. So having you on here is beneficial to me, because I learn more than what I knew previously. And for you, it gets you to know me a little bit more, and I get to know you on a better level. And so it's a benefit for both of us.
History was not written by the people that listen to the masses.
Yeah. So
always remember that when someone tells you you're in murky water, you're right there with the people that change world.
Yeah.
Be happy. Be like, thank God, because it's really boring standing on land here with all you guys that know everything.
yeah, exactly. This is why I want to do this, because it's a passion of mine, and getting to know you over the last year or so since I've been following you on your channel and your community, I've met amazing people, and my ways is not going to stop. Like, I want to promote you as much as I can and learn more about cannabis and CBD and everything. And I'm learning loads. Like, I'm very more aware of what I went wrong with before, and I'm like, damn, Gemma, you were very judgmental, because I had things put in my head from people, and they're like, no, don't touch cannabis, don't trust CBD, no. Like, that's gonna make you're gonna be like zoned out all the time. I'm like, no, I'm not. I want to try it because of my anxiety and my depression. And if I could lower it, brilliant.
Next time someone says that to you, Gemma, just say, quick question. How many people have ever overdosed on cannabis? And then say, okay, now how many people have overdosed on morphine?
More than people on cannabis, because I know for a fact.
There are 0 people that have ever overdosed on cannabis, CBD, THC. There's never been a recorded death from that at all. And trust me, Gemma, you've seen me on a 3-hour run. If anyone would have, I definitely would have been in the danger zone a long time ago.
Yes.
if that was something, you know,
it's
a danger.
Relax. It's the health benefit. Like I see you when you've been in pain, and I've seen you when you've been on, like you say, the 3-hour run where you've been on, and you've been taking your medication, and that's because you need it. You need it at that time to feel relaxed. And I get that. I totally sympathize with you with that because it's awful. I don't like seeing you in pain, or anyone for that matter. And people, oh, well, they're choosing to get high. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's like, are you stupid? It's a healing medication. It's not necessarily to get high at all. It's about self-coping. It's a strategy. It's not getting high. Amount of times I say to people, don't keep saying it's all about getting high, because it's not. It's not at all.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know, don't say anything, because then you're going to get yourself in trouble. Research, learn, question. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning to question people, and I look out for, like, when you're online, I'm like, hey, John, what's today's topic? And I ask you, I'm like, so what are we talking about? And I sit there and I learn a lot. So I'm like, sometimes I don't understand what you're talking about, but I question it. I'm like, oh, okay, so we're talking about CBD, or we're talking about THC, and I ask questions in the chat, because then I know that I'm being careful what I say, and I know that I can come to you and go, oh, actually, I didn't really understand what that meant. Can you rephrase it? So then I know that you understand it. So it's about communication. That's all it is.
Andy K, you're absolutely 100% correct. They're just waiting, and I hope it's me. If you look, I've known that cannabis is harmless since I've been in high school. If you look at my yearbook, it says, you know, ambition to be the first person to overdose on cannabis, on THC. That's been in my yearbook for over 20 years, knowing it's never going to happen. So if all those things come to fruition, apparently I'm never going to die. So unfortunately, I'm going to be here for a minute.
And so this is the thing. People are amazing. Like, you don't know unless you research and get to know people. This is the thing. I've always pushed it. Please research things, and please ask questions. Like, if you don't know about something, reach out and ask. Don't sit here and assume you know better, because you don't. I've done that in the past, and it backfires badly. You need to reach out and ask people. Like, I ask John questions all the time in his chat. I'm sure he thinks sometimes, whoa, Gemma, okay, this question, but it's because I'm inquisitive. I want to learn.
Yeah, it's the ability to actually catch them when they come, though. Sometimes I miss them. I just see one right now, Lori Johnson. I'm just coming into the conversation, but I wanted to say, do you realize that if you go into a hospital with CBD and you ask them if you can use it, they'll tell you no? Yes. Absolutely, they will.
I've never done that, Laurie, but
and I'm going to tell you right now, when that nurse comes in, that nurse is going to turn around and tell you to take your CBD. Let me tell you about something. I don't know if it's the same way in the UK, or if you're in the UK, Laurie. Nurses do all the work in the United States. Nurses take care of the patients. I've seen so many nurses stop doctors from killing people by giving them the wrong thing. It's not even funny. So trust your nurses.
Yeah.
They're the ones that do all the work.
Yeah, it's the thing of education. This is the thing. I'm learning so much about this, and I will definitely do more videos on this, and definitely more live streams with John at some point as well. I think for us, it's going to be interesting as a community to find out more about the medical reasons, and more about what CBD, cannabis, and that kind of does. And like I say, I'm very, very immature about this stuff. I've said it all the way through. I'm very much still learning. I'm dipping my feet into this and learning myself. And that's okay. It's about learning. And the thing is, the more we learn off each other, the more we are able to help each other. So don't be afraid to ask questions. That's what I will say. Go out and ask people. Research online. You know, the websites sometimes aren't accurate. Go to the Cannabis show. Email them. They always give out their email address on their live streams. Ask questions to John.
That Cannabis show at gmail.com.
I'm sure he'll answer questions when he's able to, and he's very good at getting back to people. And he's the best person to go to. I will recommend him for that, because he has a lot of info and knowledge on it. So for me, it's just, I'm someone who adores the world of him and his channel. I think it's great. It's fantastic awareness. It's education. And I'm proud to be part of that community because I want to learn more about CBD. I want to start using it myself. Because like I said, I'm chronic with anxiety, depression. God, my depression's been...
I can tell you one thing right now, Gemma. The future of the channel is 30 minutes of education. In every single show, we're filming, we're constantly recording and bringing new people in every single day, people that have been in the business and dealing with this stuff, with cannabis and hemp and creating CBD, THC tinctures, RSOs, like everything across the board. They'll all be coming through. You know, like I said, it helps, you know, us been growing the way we've been growing, us been growing. The way we've been growing with a lot of the people, you know, it's going to allow us to do more and more with the show, with education.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, that education has always been one of the number one reasons why we started the show. Bragging rights, number 2. The women, number 3. I'm just kidding, Cloud. We started this channel for one reason only, education and something to do. We started smoking on it because we realized that we do not like to edit. So we started doing the live shows, and we realized that, you know, people liked watching it, that we could make them laugh. And we try to educate, and we try to keep it funny. Like I said before, it's definitely an 18 and over show.
Yeah, definitely.
So hell yeah. But yeah.
Guys, if the mod shop if you could link the Cannabis Show channel link, that would be awesome. If you could share that in the chat for me, because then people can go subscribe to John and his channel. Please show him some love. Genuine comments. I cannot stress this enough. Please, 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 for the love of God, leave genuine comments for John on his channel, because I do not want him getting spam email comments. Please leave genuine comments on his channel. Do not be a douchebag.
Don't worry about it if you do. Look at, I'm used to it.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to start wrapping this up. We've been going just over 2.5 hours, well, 2 hours and 5 minutes. So I think we'll wrap this up. And thank you so much, John, for being on. I appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy man.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to everyone in the chat. You have such an amazing group. Man, there's so many good people here. Some people that already know Andy K, stuff like that. If you do have any more questions, like Gemma said, please feel free to hit me up at thatcannabisshow.com. If you guys have a question that you don't want it answered or in public, you can always hit me on that. And if you guys have a question that you don't care if it's answered on public, catch us live, man, and ask me the question. I'll answer it.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely have John on again very, very, very soon. I want to get him and maybe B Cloud to come on as well. It'd be awesome to get her perspective.
B Cloud is actually taking over the whole CBD side of that cannabis show. So you're going to be seeing, B Cloud is going to start having a show here that's going to be CBD based. Very excited about that coming out. And hell yeah, so there's some more info. And I know B Cloud would absolutely love to come on. And she's just not home right now.
I miss him and Timmy.
Me too. Like I said, sometimes things work out a little bit wonky, and hopefully we'll get things straightened out here in the next few weeks. And
yeah, definitely. I'll let you go. And thank you so much, John. I do appreciate your time, and I've learned a lot of great information. I'm going to definitely get this put into a video at some point as well, and I will link you a website that I've looked at earlier, which I think you might be interested in the article, so I'll link that over to you on your email and see what you think of it. So, yeah.
You're always good to post whatever you want with me, kiddo. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
You're family. You're family. All right? So I'm just letting you know. I trust you 100%.
I know, I trust you too. That's why you got a mod wrench straight away. When I'm like, I'm not mucking about you. I'm like, nah, mod. Bang, done. Especially from Mother Nature side of things, she's like, "You've got a mod, John." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "Damn, done." I was like, literally, boom, 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 done. I was like, "John, you modded, huh?"
All right. Well, absolutely love Mother Nature too. But shout out to Mother Nature, because if it wasn't for Mother Nature, we would never have met.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for being here, each and every one of you, and the questions. You've been fantastic people, and like John says, catch him on his email, go over to his channel, Leave some good, awesome comments. Do not be a spammer. And we will catch each other next time. And keep it real. Bye, guys.